Hi guys, it is Belle here and it is Monday, so it is time for Margarete Miller Collage Challenge. As always, links to Margarete's YouTube and her Etsy where you can purchase the prompts from digitally are down below. And don't forget, I have a playlist for everything I've done this year and everything I've done for the previous 3 years, and everything is always differently because I change it up a little bit each year. So we are on week 31 and I have an exciting memory to share with you this week. Let's get into the prompts first. So an image of a chair or other furniture. So I have this little image here. A clipping with a border or frame. To be honest, this kind of confused me a little bit. Maybe my brain's just not working very well. I have a little bit of a headache. The weather is weird. It is extremely, looks like it's going to storm, and that always causes me to get my migraines. So it could just be me, but I decided this looks like a border or frame. That's what I'm using for it. A picture of something with feathers. So we've got this. We also do have a bird, but we have this little label. Geometric shapes. So we've got circles here that I want to use. Illustration of face I'll show you in a minute. And rubber stamping in 2 colours. So I have 3 to choose from. And we'll just see what ones I want to use. So the image of a face, an illustration image of a face, is my photograph. So this is my photograph this week. Hello, if you're new here, welcome. But I am using photographs in each of my makes for Margarete Miller. I'm combining the collage challenge with a kind of memory keeping scrapbook thing. I'm loving it. This is my photo, that is me, and that is my daughter. Literally yesterday, guys, which is probably why I'm so tired as well, and my voice is a little bit croaky. She had one of her mini hen dos. She's having 2 because she's actually going away for her other one, and so the people who can't make that, me included, are actually, she had little mini hen do for us. So there were a few friends, there was her fiance's mum there as well, and obviously me, and we had these little sashes. Her friends had bought a sash for all of us, so mine said mother of the bride. I'd had these little Disney badges made that hers said bride to be and had Aurora. I had Maleficent, mother of the bride, and I'd got her future mother-in-law one that had a character on it from one of her fiance's favorite Disney movies on, and obviously it said mother-in-law. I want to cut this out. I also need to make, I'm just gonna have to cut lots of stuff down, and so I had badges made, and then the friends had bought sashes, and they bought these little badges that had all his face on. The friends are actually friends of his that he's known for most of his life, like the partners and that he's known the girls since he was younger, but they're also the partners of his best friends who are going to be his best men and everything. And so it's just really sweet because obviously my daughter's now got to know them and they all just get along so well, which I think is wonderful. And I got to meet them, and yeah, it was just, do you know what, it was such a lovely day. Now, we are not the kind of family, oh gosh, that ripped a bit weird. We are not the kind of family who are really into heavy partying or drinking or anything like that. You know, we don't really do that. My daughter has a couple of cocktails and stuff, but realistically, you know, we're just not heavy drinkers. We don't like late night partying and all that stuff. So she had arranged for this hen do that she went to this place near her where it has all these kind of indoor games. And so it has like virtual darts, but they're not just darts, they're games. So like we played one that was travel related, and if you hit the right number on the dartboard, you've got to travel on and got a travel stamp. And one where it's like a murder game where you have to kind of hit your bit of the dartboard enough 3 times that you then become the murderer and can take out other. It's a lot of fun. And also at that place they have, oh my gosh, they have all sorts of things. They have bowling, and they have like all sorts of different games, and they have like virtual mini golf, and they also have, which is the other thing we did, they have karaoke. And that is why my voice is a bit croaky, because we had about over 2 hours of us all just singing. My daughter and I were duetting quite a lot on lots of Disney songs because that's what she wanted to sing. She is obsessed with Disney. Actually, it's part of her job as well, but she has always been obsessed with Disney her whole life, and her wedding does have a Disney theme to it, but it's very, if you know, you know. It's not one of those in-your-face Disney themes, but yeah, like the table decorations, the music she's walking down the aisle to, the colours of the wedding are blue and pink to represent Aurora, which is why I got Aurora on her badge. Kind of like the pink. Let's go for the pink. There's lots of pink in the background. This is just from a magazine, guys. It was just a freebie. I don't even know which one it's from. Prima Marketing. It was just in a magazine. It's so pretty. Not what I would usually use, but that's okay. I have to remember we're keeping it this way. It has to go in this way. So let's just cover the whole thing in this, shall we? And then we'll work from there. So yeah, we played darts, we chatted, we ate there. They had a couple of cocktails. I had a mocktail, but to be honest, I didn't even really enjoy that. I just had my water because I'm that interesting. And we just had so much fun getting to, obviously I was getting to know people and speaking to her fiance's mum, and we haven't actually met before because they don't live near here, but I have like spoke to her on the phone and text her and all that kind of thing. And she's just very, very sweet. And so we were catching up and talking about the kids and things like that. And oh my goodness, guys, it was just such a wonderful day. I just, you know, one of those days, it's just memories. We haven't got long before the wedding. And her other hen do, which is actually at Disneyland Paris, which is like her second home. She's always at Disneyland Paris. Her other hen do's happening there, but it's happening over her birthday. I think she actually comes back around on her birthday even. So I think she's going to pop in here, possibly, or we'll be at hers to see her on her birthday. We'll see. And then that won't be long before the wedding. But that's happening in a little while. And so we had this little mini one. I mean, all the wedding stuff's happening now, guys. In a few weeks, I'm up her way again because we're doing something to do with the wedding dress. And then again, because we're doing something else. And so there's just so much happening now. These next few months, I tell you, it's getting a bit stressful because I also have a lot of craft plans and journals that I'm working on, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Obviously wedding comes first, anything to do with the wedding and her comes first, obviously, but yeah, it's just funny that it's all happening at the same time. I was like, could you not plan a different time? But it's been planned for a very special reason. The date of the wedding has very, very special meaning to us as a family, which is why she picked it. And her partner was just like, yeah, amazing, let's do that. So, you know, but yes, she just looks so beautiful. Do you know what was strange, though? Talk about taking after your mother. So I turned up and I was in like this, as you can see, long black dress, but it had that type of fabric, I can't remember what it's called, it's like a lace effect kind of thing on it. And I turned up and she was like, oh, this is what I'm going to wear, and she had this little white dress on, and it had that exact same, like the arms were the same, the front cut was the same, the back was different, and it was the exact same fabric. And I was just like, are you kidding me? We're basically wearing the same dress. I'm just wearing the long gothic version of it with a ghost necklace, and you're wearing the pretty princess one of it with a beautiful bow in your hair and curling and like, and I had brought her last year for Christmas. It's actually Cinderella, because that's what Loungefly had, but it's a little Cinderella bag, but it's the wedding. It's white and silver, and it's the wedding of Cinderella and her prince, and they're in their gown and the carriage, and on the back it says live happily ever after. And I bought it for her, saying you can really use this for all your wedding events that you go to. Like, you can take this with you, kind of thing. And she actually wore it to her hen do, and I think she might wear it, take it with her to her other hen do. But it was just so funny that we both ended up in basically the light and dark version of the dress. Mine was long, mine's like ankle length, and hers was above the knee. But yeah, it was just interesting. It's just funny, isn't it? And I had this because obviously we were all sitting chatting and stuff. It fitted in. Oh, it was just such a lovely day. I really did. But my voice, by the end of the night, I basically had lost my voice because I'd been singing so much, and I don't regret a single bit of it because I just had the best time. And like, we were going, well, do you want to go out in the evening? Do you want to do something else? And she was just like, no. Like, we were there for the whole day, and then we were like, well, do you want to go anywhere? Do you want to do anything? Her and, you know, one of the other girls, the other girls were saying, is there something else you want to do, or should we go on to a different place, or what do you want to do? I kind of want to put her right in the middle, but then I want it maybe to be a flip. I don't know. I don't care, actually, if we don't keep the whole cafe bit. Maybe we'll trim it down a bit. Yeah, I just kind of want her in the middle, but I want to see it say your smile, because, you know. And she was like, no, like, I've had a great day. She's worked hard all week, and she was just like, do you know what? I kind of just want to go home now. I kind of just want to go home, chat. Like, her dad had spent the day at her house with her fiance, which I thought was fun for them. They get on. But yeah, that was, I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe we have your smile up there a bit more. Maybe we cut it down. We've still got all the other circles. So they spent the day together while we were out with the girls. I feel like that works better, actually. And we could even have that one down there. And then we've got to put the bird on, because I'm actually going to. I kind of want it to still say music. And I have to work out where the flip's going to be, where I can put the, like, information. I don't want the circles to be, I feel like the circle should maybe be down here, maybe, with the bird. Because we've got the circle there, we've got the circles on the badges, we're bringing in lots of circles. But then I don't feel like I want this all the way up there. I will get the composition right. Maybe we have this move over a bit more over, because we can have it under your smile like that. And we could have the circle maybe down here, then bring this in. Yeah, and she was just like, I just want to go home. I want to see my dad. I want to just chat and catch up. And maybe we get rid of the cafe bit and just have them sitting and chatting. Maybe that's what we need to do. Yeah, just see them and everything. That works much better, I think. That actually does work much better for me. You guys might not agree, but it does work better for me. I still don't know if I want it underneath, though. I think underneath works better for me. Yeah, we're going to do that. And it just makes me laugh, because that's just very... I think I'm going to have this as a side tuck. It's just very her. She's always like, oh, am I boring? And I said, you're not boring. You're just... You just kind of just like your home comforts. And I mean, when she was younger, it was very different. Let me go and stitch around this. she's always been super sociable. But when she was younger, she really was. She was out all the time. She travels. She still does, but she would travel all the time. I mean, she'd go away maybe 3-4 times a year abroad, and then also just always be away with friends and doing things and all that kind of thing. So she is very social, but she says, you know, I've done a lot in my life, Mum, and now I like to go out and enjoy and be with my friends and my family, and then just come home and chat and catch up and play games and just chill in my pajamas. And I was like, well, it's your day, whatever you want to do. And when she goes to Disneyland Paris, then, you know, there's be lots they can do there. Although she's already been this year because she went for a work trip. But not that that bothers her. Like, she could go to Disneyland Paris every single month and it wouldn't bother her. She'd love that. But that's at a slight angle and I don't care. It's fine. Yeah, she just, I'm wondering about cutting just the bottom of that off. I don't know why, but I think it'll work for me. I think it will. Yeah, I prefer that. I actually do. I'm actually going to go, I'm going to poke a hole in this first, and I think I'm going to go stitch the top of this as well. So we just had the best day, guys, and it was so much fun. And you know what, as a family, we just like singing anyway. We used to have, you know, like on the PlayStation and whatever, or the Wii, we used to have like SingStar and everything. We used to do it. None of us can sing. We're all a bit tone deaf, but we just love to sing. So the karaoke was a lot of fun. So what I want to put on here is I actually want to stamp out the words party time. So we are going to do that with these little stamps that I have. So yes, I'm going to do the word party time. I have 3 inks. I have pickled raspberry, mustard seed, and cracked pistachio. And I'm trying to work out, I think the pickled raspberry might work well with maybe the yellow, but I also really like the green. And I'm just gonna, because sometimes these don't always go as well as I'd like. Party. Yeah, so we just had such a good day. Let's see what the cracked pistachio looks like. These are so old, some of these, that I may not get a lot of colour from them. Let's have a look at the yellow. And you know what, it was just I think I want the green. I want the green, greeny blue. Let's just go for it. It was just lovely to spend that day with her and see her so excited and happy, and to get to talk about the wedding and different little bits and bobs that we're trying to get finalized. I mean, this is the time, isn't it? Those of you who've gone through it will know that it's always in the final few months that everything, like her, she had a problem with her wedding photographer, contacted her to say that unfortunately they weren't going to be available because something else had cropped up that was quite serious and important. So they were then looking around for another wedding photographer, which they have found. They found one within a couple of days, thankfully. But you know, it's just those kind of things, isn't it, that you're kind of like, oh, it's all happening now. I'm going to do the time in yellow just because, why not? But yes, it was just a lovely day, and as I said, I just ended up not being able to sing. And the great thing about it was that for once it was warm and sunny, but it was not too hot. And yeah, it was just the perfect little hen do for her, and that's all that matters. And yeah, just to see her so happy. She looked absolutely radiant, and like a little fairy princess, which just reminds me of her growing up, because she was very much into like fairies and everything. And yeah, it was just, yeah, oh, I just loved it, guys. So lots of just big things to come up. And you know, isn't it just wonderful spending time with your adult children? Obviously when they're little, they're lovely and you love them, but when they're adults, it's a different dynamic. And so I've got this one that says me and you, and I think I want to go around this a little bit in yellow. It's just a different dynamic, and it's just so much fun to see them kind of grown up and having these moments in their lives that you then share with them. I might have it going at that side, you know. So as I said, I got to meet her future mother-in-law, who is lovely. And we will all be going out for a meal soon, so that will be good as well. I want to add a few more things because we've basically got everything on here. I have this little blue heart that is just from some stickers, and I kind of want to add this as well. I want to add that on there, and words. So we have party time, and then I have this word let's celebrate, which I thought works well. Do we want that above, over here? I kind of want to go around this in the yellow as well, just a little pop of color. Yeah, and it was funny because her partner and her dad were playing board games while we were at the hen do. So yeah, they spent some time together. Believe in yourself, love you to the moon and back. There's just so many that I feel like I use all the time, but I just, yeah, I want to put you are loved, because yeah, she's our oldest, our only daughter, and our firstborn. And yeah, she is loved. All our children are loved, but you know, where do I want this? It's never bad to remind them of that as much as you want to. I also have this weird thing. Where has it gone? It's so weird, and it has disappeared. Whoa, that rhymes. Let me find it. Okay, I can't find it, and it's annoying me a little bit because it was like this paper ornate piece that looked a bit like a crown. I just thought it looked good, but I do have some of these stickers that I'm wondering about bringing in, because we've got the little blue heart, and we can bring in the little white heart maybe next to it. We've got the little pink heart that I put on the photograph. It's also got the date on there. Let's celebrate. We could have the little arrow for let's celebrate. I'm just trying to use these. I've had these stickers in my stash for so long. Put a little hashtag you are loved, or hashtag let's celebrate, or you are loved. I don't know. It's very social media, isn't it? I don't know if that's very me, but that was on there. And then I had these stickers. You might have seen if you watched my little haul. Not my little haul, my unclutter, my decluttering and reorganization of my seaside stash. But these stickers were in it, and I love these little X's. They look like little kisses, but I also love the little dots. And we've got the dots there, and I'm just wondering about bringing them in kind of somewhere else over here. Like we could change out the thing on there for a little X, or we could have some little dots just somewhere. I feel like I want them, but I don't know. Maybe there's just too much on here. Maybe there's too much and we don't need it. I don't know. Anyway, let's check. I think we might be finished. If I had anything else, I'll show you next week. So an image of a chair or other furniture. We've got that here. Clipping with a border or frame. That's my interpretation of it. A picture of something with feathers. We've got the bird. Geometric shapes. We've got circles and hearts. An illustration or image of a face. Me and my daughter. Rubber stamping in 2 colours. We literally have everything on there that we need, and little things saying, there it is. It was attached to the back, and I'd wanted this as a crown kind of on here like that. It's not going to fit now because it just, where I've added other bits, it's not going to, it kind of fits to the side though, and it would poke out a little bit. I do kind of like it. You guys might not. My only problem with it is it's plain on the other side, and I don't know what the prompts are for the other side yet. I'm going to attach that with a paper clip, or I could just do it and then colour whatever that is in with a pen. Should we do that, guys? Should we colour whatever it is in with a pen? And just attach it. I don't know why I want to attach it. It does remind me a little bit of a crown. A little bit. So we're going to do it. But yeah, we've got all the prompts on there. We've done another little bit of memory keeping, which, oh, this is just going to be so much fun to look through. I don't know, guys. 2025 so far has been quite a challenging year for me for many reasons. And it will be fun at the end of the year to look back and have something to remember, all the positive memories alongside all of the challenges. Oh, I just love it. So that is week 31, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Please do like, subscribe, comment and share if you haven't already. Don't forget to check out my playlist if you haven't already as well. And yeah, back again soon for another video. But until then, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye for now.